Hello photographers, I want to show you today how to edit your sky and cloud photos in Lightroom. So I've got 3 photos that I've taken at various points loaded up here. California, this is Northern Ontario, and this one was in Long Beach, California. So these all have like pretty kind of interesting skies, but I think we can make them more dramatic. I've got a little bit of dust on the sensor here. You can see that one. So I can show you how to take that one off too. So what we're going to do is let me just walk you through a few different ways to edit the sky using the masking tool. So over here on the right hand panel here, we've got the masking panel. So we're going to open that one up. And one of the first things I'm going to show you, obviously, is the sky mask. All right, so this creates a mask of the sky, uses AI to figure out exactly where that sky is. And so it's created a mask only on the sky. And you can see this mask appearing over here. And so now when I make any alterations on my editing panel, it's only going to affect the sky. So you're going to play with 3 sliders pretty much that will boost your drama in the sky. Number 1 is exposure. So you're going to take that exposure back down, because often sky can be overexposed or blown out. So I can reduce the exposure on the sky and take a look at that. All right, already it's looking great. Then I'm gonna come down to the effects, down further down, and I'm gonna boost clarity. Play with that. And then the big one is boosting dehaze. All right, so you can play with those, dropping the exposure, boosting clarity, boosting dehaze, and look at that, really dramatic. Okay, so you'll notice because we're affecting here, the ground is kind of grayed out because it's showing you what the mask looks like. So if you wanted to see what it looks like without the mask, you can just navigate away from the masking panel to say the editing panel, and there we have it. All right, so there it is, super dramatic. I can click on this down here to show the original, so you can see the difference. That was before. This is after. So there you have it. Now I'm going to show you an edit on the next one. Sometimes you don't want to use the sky mask. There's something else you can use. So let's quickly go into our healing and removing panel. So let me just get rid of this. So I'm going to use this eraser tool and just click it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to use the masking panel, but instead of the sky, I'm going to use a linear gradient. The reason I'm going to use a linear gradient is I want to get a bit of a fade going from the top to the bottom to enhance a sense of depth in the sky. So I'm going to click at the top and the center, and then you can see I'm pulling this gradient down. So you can angle it, move it around. I'm going to do it kind of just straight and flat compared to the horizon line this time around. All right, so now this has got a faded mask, and so when I pull down the exposure, you'll notice that the exposure is affecting more on the top than the bottom because the masking is actually filling out. So there's the exposure. I'm going to bring the clarity up and dehaze up. Okay, so notice towards the top, I'm going to pull out of the masking window to the editing window. So you can see the difference where it's more dramatic towards the top of the picture plane and then it fades off to the distance. It gives a real sense of depth. All right, so I'll click this original just so you can see the difference. There's the original with both the dust on the sensor and that, and now take a look. So you can see how far and deep that feels all of a sudden. Third one, same thing. I think I can do a linear gradient again. I think that would be my choice for this one. So I'm going to, again, choose the linear gradient, click at the top, drag the gradient down. I want to bring that main area above that kind of cool line of clouds there that we was able to capture the mountaintop. And I'm going to drop the exposure here. That's going to bring some contrast to the blue sky, to those clouds, and really make them pop. And come down to the FX, clarity up, dehaze up, play with that a little bit. The more I play with that, you can see it really boosts. Back to the editing window. Wow, look at that difference. Okay, so there's before, there's after. All right, just so dramatic. So give it a try. Super fun. 3 sliders on the editing plus our masking filters, or our masks rather, to edit the sky.